everyone, so today I decided to do a quick get ready with me tutorial. I haven't done one of these before and I was just gonna get ready and I was like, you know what, I'm by myself, I might as well film, why not? And I actually have my glasses on today because I slept in my contacts one night and my eye was like so red and angry, so I just decided to give my eyes a little bit of a break. I don't know if I'm going to be able to see while I'm doing my makeup, so we're going to have to figure that one out as we go along. So let's just roll with it. I'm going to put some music on just because like I don't want to be like chilling here by myself in the dark and like My favorite thing in life is like when you go on Songza and it's like the good playlist, you hit the good playlist and you're like, fuck yeah, this day is gonna be a good day. Hey YouTube, so today I did a get ready with me tutorial. We're gonna start off with the Too Faced Born This Way foundation and I'm using a damp beauty sponge. This isn't the Beauty Blender, it's actually from Shoppers Drug Mart. It's a Quo version of it. It's probably $9 instead of $25 and they do the exact same thing. So just a little tip, if you want to get a no-name Beauty Blender type tool, it will still do the exact same thing. Just make sure it's damp and you'll get the exact same result. I really like this beauty sponge for dry skin especially because I actually have quite dry skin, and every time I would use a brush before I got my Beauty Blender, it kind of like hurt my skin and my skin would start to kind of flake off a little bit because my skin is so dry. So I like this product for dry skin because it actually just places it on top. Like you're pushing the foundation into the skin instead of rubbing the foundation around your skin. And that way you won't get all dry and cracky. So just be sure, I like to blend into my hairline as well, just because this foundation is a little bit darker than my actual skin tone, because I'm getting super pale lately, which, oh well, whatever. And make sure that you're going down on your jawline and onto your neck, just to make sure that everything looks blended and seamless, especially if you're going to get a darker foundation. So now I'm going in with Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer in Vanilla, and I'm just applying that under my eyes. I like to put a fair amount of concealer on just because I like the look that it gives. I'm going around my nose just because I tend to get a little bit more red around my nose. Now I'm just using the same beauty sponge and I'm just buffing out the product. The funny thing about this concealer that I found is when you, say if you leave this concealer on for a little bit, it actually will like stick in that place. So you have to be sure to make sure that you're gonna blend it out right away because it will create more blending for you to have to do if you don't blend it out right away. So now I'm just taking a powder puff and I'm using my RCMA No Color powder and I'm just going to set my concealer with that, or any places that kind of tend to get a little bit more oily. This powder works really well. It'll help your foundation stay on all day and your concealer stay on all day as well. And I'm just taking it on the tip of my nose. So now I am taking MAC Studio Fix NC30 and I'm using a Sephora airbrush. It's number 55. This is my new favorite brush for face powder. I love this brush so much. It's so awesome. If you didn't watch my last tutorial, I talked a little bit about it, the fact that it actually doesn't absorb all the product sometimes. Like some of my brushes actually absorb more product than it puts on my face, so you get more product this way from using this brush. It is kind of pricey. I think it was around $50 to $60, but it is definitely worth it. So I'm just taking that foundation absolutely everywhere just to warm up the skin a little bit. I'm going to go on my neck as well. It's the worst thing when you go out into the light and you're like two different colors. So you just want to make sure that anywhere that you're going to be showing skin on the neck or the chest, you might want to powder that, or if you don't want to do that, at least foundation it. I put quite a bit of powder on. So now I'm going in with L'Oreal Glam Bronze in Alluring Shimmer number 944. And I'm using a Sigma Large Angled Contour F40 brush. This has quite a bit of pigment in it. It's got a lot of like highlight in the bronzer already. So I just like to start with this product. I wouldn't just do this only. So I like to start with this product just to warm up the skin a little bit. You get a nice glow with it. And then I'm going to be going in with the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil now. And I'm using a Sculpt and Blush brush, number 906. This is just a no-name brush that I have in my kit. And now I'm actually going into contour. The one thing I can't live without is definitely contouring. I would definitely do this on a regular basis. This is my get ready video, and this is pretty much exactly what I do anytime I just want to quickly do my makeup and leave the house. No matter what, this is something that I absolutely have to do. So I'm just taking the same powder puff, and I was going in and sculpting out my cheeks just a little bit just to clean up the contour line, and I'm just using the No Color RCMA powder just to get a little bit more definition. So I'm using the same brush and the same Chocolate Soleil bronzer, and I am just contouring my nose a little bit and putting a little bit on my eyes just to kind of make it all unified so that the shadows kind of look all the same color in your face. So again, I'm taking the RCMA No Color powder, and I'm just I like to highlight my nose with that powder and just let it sit on for a little bit. So now I'm going underneath my chin and just contouring underneath my jawline. So now I'm taking the same Sephora airbrush brush, and I'm just kind of getting rid of the excess RCMA No Color powder, and then now I'm taking the MAC Studio Fix and just putting a little bit more of the powder that we started off with. Now I'm going in with Benefit. This is called What's or What? I don't know if I don't know if I'm saying this right. It's like the Watts app. It's a highlight. It's a cream highlight. And I never really used this before. I've had this product for a really, really long time. Like, I want to say probably at least 5-6 years, and I really haven't used it all that much, except for today. This is the first time I've used it, and when I looked at it and I looked at my Laura Mercier highlight that I'm going to be putting on after that, they're like pretty much the exact same color, except for the highlight from Benefit is cream. So if you want to get kind of a little bit more out of your highlighter and you want to kind of go for a more like highlighted look, you can put a cream highlight on underneath your powder highlight. And these two products, I'll link them below, the Benefit and the Laura Mercier highlight, they look the exact same, except for, like I said, one is powder and one is cream. So now I'm just taking a shader brush and I'm just going on the inner corner of my eye just to highlight there a little bit. And then now I am going in with the NYX Baked Blush in Foreplay, and I'm using a Sigma F40 brush. This is such a nice blush. I love this blush so much. So I'm just taking my eyelash curler and I'm just curling my eyelashes. My eyelashes are literally like pin straight, so I have to like curl them quite a few times. I use like little pulsing motions and kind of move my curler all the way around just so that you can get a little bit of a different curl on each lash. So I am taking my Buxom Blackest Black Mascara. This is my holy grail. Life. I can't live without this stuff. this is the one product that I always have to go back and get. Usually I kind of switch things up and try different things until I find something that's absolutely I can't live without, and this is the one mascara that I can't live without. The only thing I'm going to do next time is I'm going to get the waterproof version of this mascara. I definitely needed it waterproof because I love the brush, I love the formula, I love the wand, I love everything about it, except for the fact that sometimes I would like to have a waterproof mascara. So now I'm going in with the MAC Pro Longwear Lip Liner in Etc. Another one of my favorite lip liners. This is my favorite color for quite fair skin. I do have fair skin, so this is a beautiful color for everyone. I've used this on many clients and it looks good on pretty much everyone that's fair. On a daily basis, I usually don't use lip liner. I usually just put on like a lip gloss or just a quick like satin finish lipstick, but today I felt like having like a nice plumped lip that looks super sharp. So I'm just going in with my angled brush with a little bit of contour, with a little bit of concealer on it, and I'm just kind of going around my lip line just to make it more crisp. And now I'm going in with the NYX Butter Gloss in Tiramisu, and this gloss like smells so good. I hadn't tried it before this, and I smelled it and I was like, ooh, that's yummy. Makes me want cake. So again, I'm now going in with the Morphe M502, and I'm just using the same Chocolate Soleil bronzer, and I'm just kind of going in where my shadow line is. So now it's time for hair. My worst part, I hate doing my hair. If I could just like leave my hair up in a bun every single day, I totally would, but thought I'd straighten it or do something with it, just a little something. And now I'm just straightening it just a little bit. My hair actually blow dries quite straight, so I'm just kind of getting the frizz and the fluff out of the ends, and my hair like crimps super easily, so that's why I'm kind of yelling on camera. So just using a hairspray. And this is the final look. Thank you guys so much for watching, and please subscribe.